Alright, what's up guys? Today we're going over my cross-country race at Hahamunga Watershed Natural Park. 3 miles on dirt, sand, and rolling hills. Total time 20:07 with an average pace of 6:34 per mile. On paper, that sounds alright, but the race itself was a roller coaster. I started too hot, fell off in the middle, and then clawed back a little in the 3rd mile. Let's break it down. So, the course was 3.06 miles with about 167 feet of elevation gain. Not massive hills, but enough rolling terrain to make it uncomfortable. Add in some loose dirt, sandy stretches, and horse stables that made the air smell like, yeah, you get the idea. Not exactly ideal racing conditions. But before I dive into excuses, let me just say, excuses don't matter. Everyone ran the same course. I ran the time that I ran, and that's it. My first mile was 6:15. That's way faster than I should have gone out. The start had a slight downhill, and I let the adrenaline do the pacing for me. Looking back at the data, my cadence was solid at around 173 steps per minute, and my heart rate climbed up early, 176 beats per minute average overall, but I spiked above that in the first mile. Basically, I burned matches that I couldn't get back. It felt good at the time, but it set me up to pay for it later. 2nd mile, this is where things got ugly. I slowed down to a 6:52 pace, nearly 40 seconds slower than the opener. That's a huge drop in momentum. This is the point where the soreness from leg day earlier in the week really showed up. My quads felt heavy, turnover wasn't there, and mentally, I was fighting not to panic as I watched people pass me. The rolling hills didn't help, and the sandy sections just drained every energy step. You know that feeling where your feet slip slightly backward with each stride? That was this in a nutshell. The 3rd mile was a little bit of recovery, 6:39 pace. Still slower than the opener, but at least faster than mile 2. By this point, I wasn't chasing a PR anymore. It was just about salvaging the race. Heart rate held steady, cadence dropped a little but stayed close to 170. So I wasn't completely falling apart. The last stretch through dirt and sand was brutal, but I managed to push a little and close out better than I thought I could mid-race. Definitely not a kick I'm proud of, but at least I didn't shut down completely. Now, here's the honest part. There were factors working against me. I came in a little sore from leg day, which was not smart scheduling. I wasn't feeling 100%, maybe a little sick, which made breathing harder. And on top of that, the dirt and sand plus the rolling terrain made this course tougher than it looks on the map. And yeah, the smell of horse poop in certain stretches was disgusting. But again, these aren't excuses. Everyone on the line had the same challenges. At the end of the day, the clock doesn't care. My time was 20:07. So what do I take from this race? Number 1, pacing. Going out at 6:15 for the first mile was dumb. If I had gone out at 6:30, I could have kept a much steadier rhythm and avoided that collapse in the 2nd mile. Number 2, preparation matters. Racing sore from the gym and not feeling 100% isn't a recipe for success. And number 3, conditions don't matter as much as execution. Dirt, hills, horse smell, all of that is background noise compared to running smart. This wasn't my best race, but it was a reminder that racing is about discipline as much as fitness. That's something I'll bring into the next one. Another thing I notice is how much a race like this messes with your mentality. Once the 2nd mile slipped into the 650s, it would have been easy to mentally check out. But if you do that, you're just jogging the rest of the way. Holding on in mile 3 wasn't pretty, but it's proof that even when you're having an off day, there's value in grinding it out. The discipline to finish hard, even when you know the time isn't great, is what keeps you progressing in the long run. Lastly, this race reminded me that not every result is going to be a PR. Sometimes the win is just showing up and learning from the mistakes. This wasn't my best race, but it gave me data. It showed me what not to do, and it gave me another rep under race conditions. And when I line up next time, I'll know, don't blast the first mile. Respect the course and control the effort. That's how you turn a mediocre race into a better race. That's it for today's breakdown. 20:07 on a tough course. Not thrilled with it, but it's part of the process. If you want more race breakdowns, workouts, and training content, stick around. Thanks for watching and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to comment and like as well.